She waiting, and she nervous. I'm nervous. I'm like, nothing better not fucking happen to Wood. That's all I'm saying. Alright, y'all, what's up? This is Poetry, My Twisted Life. This is Queen Sugar, Season 2, Episode 2, Usward. Usward, yeah. I didn't know what the hell that word mean. I was going to ask y'all what the hell it meant. Like, when I heard the word Usward, I was thinking that we're moving forward. That's what I first thought. And then I had to Google that shit. And Usward basically means toward us. I'm not really getting the significance of that title with the story or with this episode that happened. So if you watched it and you got the significance of what Usward is meaning toward us, how it related to this episode, break it down for me. I'm a little green on this right now. But okay, let's get it started. Darla is at work. Ralph Angel rose up and got Blue in the car and he invites her on a date. And Darla seems very hesitant. And I'm like, damn, shorty, how slow did you want them to go? I mean, he want a date now, you know. That's normally what you do. I mean, y'all already been a couple, y'all already done had sex and had a baby. Y'all was just living together, so she just moved out. Now I understand she said that we should grow apart before we try to marry our relationship together. But you don't want to spend time with him at all. So I don't know, she seemed very hesitant about the situation, but she agreed to go ahead and go on the date with some egging. I don't know. Nova steps up in the barbershop. She up here raising money. It looked like she's collecting money for the community bail fund. And that's pretty much what I was going to talk about in PNTV with Jay-Z, how Jay-Z was donating money to different organizations that bail out men who can't afford to pay their own bail. They're just sitting there in jail, not able to pay bail. So this is a good little thing that she wants to, and she's doing it with the community. She's taking out her little cans and putting the money there and raising $300-400 so she can at least bail out one body at a time. And it looks like the little Bob is a little sweet on Nova. I don't know, was that just me? Looks like he was a little bit sweet on her. Nova goes over to Vise and they chat a minute with Micah. Of course, he's not in a good headspace. It's 3 days later, but he's still not feeling himself right now. And he's on his way to school. He's got summer school. I don't know, he pretty much shutting down. And you could clearly see that he is just not all there. You could clearly see it. Charlie is about to head to her final divorce mediation. And I'm thinking, oh shit, it's about to go down. Because remember last episode, she had Ford Davis's name. He's still going around trying to get them soybeans in the ground. He got a few quotes. Got a quote from this one place that his dad used to go to. And it's a little bit more money than he expected to have to dole out. So he goes to the bank and try to withdraw some funds. And come to find out, Charlie done put a lockdown on the damn money. Now, he got to go to her for permission to get money out of the bank for the damn phone. It's not going to go well. Charlie, why do you keep trying to hold this man down? Every move he got to make through you. They never once said that Ra was irresponsible with money. I mean, he did some criminalistic behaviors, but they never once said that he was irresponsible with money. He been helping take care of Blue. He been helping take care of the farm with his daddy. He been running the damn farm by himself because the sisters ain't showed up to help. So why you keep trying to lock down this man as far as every move he got to make is through you? He not an infant. He not an infant. And like they said in the first season, you ain't even been around. They the ones that's been there on that farm. But okay. Guess she figured it's her money. Charlie is really controlling. Is it just me? No, it ain't just me. Charlie is really controlling. Rod comes into the restaurant and he's talking to Vi. He wants Vi to watch No Blue because he wants to go on that date with Darla. He want to plan some stuff around the house. That's what he says. So while he's there, he runs into Remy. And Remy is sitting there at the counter and he's like, hey, what's up with my sister and this money deal? You know, the farm account. He's like, what makes you think I got anything to do with the farm account? So, you know, of course, Rod's thinking they smashing and passing. So he figured that they been sharing information. He's like, look, if it ain't about that doggone sugar mill, I don't know nothing about it. We just strictly business. Okay, you just became strictly business, Remy. So it's very possible that she could have shared that information with you. But in this particular case, she didn't. So Rod was like, you know what, I didn't mean no harm. I just figured that you knew. Okay. So, but he goes on to tell him about a micro loan that he could apply for. And Ron's like, man, they not gonna get no money to no ex-felon. I don't like people that I don't like people that do that either. They always knocking the shit down before they even look into it. They always saying what they can't do and they haven't even tried. I can't stand when people do that. And that's basically what Rob was doing at this point. And Remy's like, dude, how the fuck you know until you go down there and talk to him? He went through the little program, the little basics of the program, and based off that criteria, you fucking fit the bill. Go down and apply for the damn loan. That way you can do it on your own and stop asking your sister for every damn thing. No, Ralph was like, he liked the idea, but I think the idea of doing it on his own 100% still scares him as well. He doesn't want to have to go through Charlie for money and making decisions, and he pretty much doing it on his own, but just the idea that he would be on his own is really a scary thought to him. Charlie goes over to the mediation, and like the lawyer's like, look, we got this on lock. He pretty much agreeing to everything that you want to have done. This should be a cakewalk. We getting there. When we get into the office, Davis is like, oh, I need to talk to her. The mediator is like, oh, that's not what we've been doing. We've been sitting here with open mediation for all this time, and he's like, no, we need to have a talk. Just give us the room, please, you know. And I'm thinking again, oh shit, it's about to hit the fan. So while they going through the paper, he going through the paper. He said, you know, we built something. 18 years of us together, you know, building, and it was something good. And she going on and on about the assets. Okay, you want this property, you want that. We already had decided about this assets. We're going to divide the assets, this, that, and the other. Okay, sweetie, you have just created a whole new asset with him when you force his name on that sugar mill. And you crying about the assets right now. And he like, you think this is really what this is about? Some fucking assets? Pick whatever the hell you want. Just take it, you know. It ain't never been about money for me. And he said, really not for you either. Okay, but when he learned about that doggone signature, oh wait, that's gonna be ugly. Cause I think he not gonna. Cause somebody said Charlie going to jail. I don't think he gonna get her for going to jail. I think he gonna really take his half of that business. He gonna really be a face in the place, is what I really think. He's really gonna egg on Remy and egg on her. He gonna be a partner. That's what I'm assuming is gonna happen. We're gonna come back to this video if it does. All right, so basically he dropped a bomb on her though. He tell her, look, I want joint custody of Micah. Oh hell to the no is what Charlie's saying. Nah, bro, that ain't gonna happen. You could be around your son without having joint custody. He's like, I don't want to just be around him. I want to raise my kid. She's like, no. That's what Charlie was saying. I've never been through a divorce. I've never been through a custody hearing. So I don't understand why having joint custody is an issue. Micah's 16. He's not like he's a young child that's going to be passed back and forth between children and having a confused state of mind about what's going on with my household, why I got to live with mommy here and why I got to live with daddy there. I don't understand that. Micah's 16. He's a lot older. So I'm not understanding why is she so totally against joint custody. You want this man to be a part of his son's life, but not have joint custody? You want him to just give up all his rights altogether? Is that what she's saying? Because he fucked over you. That's what you think he should do. I don't agree with that. But like I said, but I have never been in that type of situation, so I don't really know what all a joint custody comprises of. But he's like, look, I already talked over with Micah, and Micah agreed. And that's all the mediator and or a judge would need to hear is that what the child wants and what the child believes. If he feels comfortable with being with both parents, usually the judge is going to go with that, because there's no reason that Charlie could give that I'm aware of that Davis couldn't raise his son. Because the NBA has a long off season, so I don't know what reason that she would want to give, and I think she realized that in that moment. So she runs up out the joint. She calls Micah, and he picks up. He's out roaming around town. Like, what the fuck is you doing? She at his school. She went to go to him, and his ass didn't take his black ass to school. He out in town, wandering, lost in the woods and shit. He wasn't in the woods. He was in the city, but still, he's wandering around. And he just looked so dazed and confused. Like Nova said to him, I don't know what those cops said to you and or did to you, but I could clearly see it's affecting you. And he's like walking around in a state of shock still. That's pretty much how I would classify that. Or, you know, Nova, she goes back to the barbershop and picks up the can because the dude talked to her into keeping it there. And we learn, like I said, homeboy want him a little bit of Nova. But evidently, homeboy done already got a little bit of Nova, and he wants a little more. He want to make it happen. He wants to be all in. And Nova's like, nah, bro, that was just a one-time thing. Don't get your panties in a bunch. We ain't going down that route. Like, what is going on with Nova? Is straight hitting it and quitting it and tossing to the side. Ain't giving a fuck. He broke your heart that bad, baby. OMG. Well, back at the restaurant, old Roberta, old slut herself, she tell Vi that she heard some bad news about the rig that Wood was on. It was a couple that was just in there that ran out, and she like, Vi, like, wait a minute, what, something wrong with their son? Because he on the same rig as Hollywood. And apparently there was an explosion. Woo, child, my heart sank. My heart just sank when they said there was an explosion on this rig. And I'm like, Roberta better spit that shit out. Vi called him up on the phone. He ain't answering. He go to voicemail. And I'm just like, don't let nothing happen to Wood. I mean, can't nothing happen to Wood. I'm be so fucking mad if something happened to Wood right now. I'm telling you. So they go on to Micah. Micah's trying to get on the bus. Is this baby that oblivious to like modern day life? He really tried to get on the bus and use his black card, the black credit card. You know, the one that ain't got no limit. That's what a black card is. He tried to get on the bus and use that. I know a lot of places have came up when you can swipe your card for pretty much. You can swipe your card at a vending machine. But bus. Okay. Because I keep swiping in a taxi now too. But I don't think a lot of these bus companies done came up to that where they got a system. Swipe your credit card, your black card at that. So he didn't even have the $1.25 and change, you know. A lot of people don't carry cash these days. And he gets put off the bus. At first I thought the driver was gonna let him ride, but he didn't know where the fuck he was going. He walking through town and he keeps seeing all these flyers though with Nova's name all over for the little community bail fund thing. And they go back to Rod and Darla on a date. And I thought Blue was staying with Vi. I thought that was this whole point of not only him having something to do with the farm, but he wanted to go out with Darla. So Blue was gonna stay with Vi, but no, Blue with them on the date. Okay, Blue paying with his little dolly and everything, and I'm like, it's gonna be something with this damn dial. One, because they keep focusing on the damn dial. If you notice the way the screenshot goes, it goes fading in and out, and the dial is clear, and then the dial is not. There's something gonna be wrong with this fucking dial. That's gonna be an issue. Like the other day, probably about a week or two ago, I was in a donut shop, and it was a bunch of us in line, and this guy with his little boy went to the counter, and you know, the dad's like, okay, what you want, son? He was like, give me the pink donut. Oh, the daddy had a fit that this was a pink ass donut, and he was like, nah, you better pick something else. You ain't getting no pink donut. You better pick another one. And he was like, but I want a pink donut. And he was like, you cannot have pink. And everybody in the line is like, this motherfucker is really tripped off the fact that this boy want to eat a pink donut. And so the cashier with her slick ass, she decides to pass the little boy the pink donut anyway, without the daddy saying. And the little boy takes a bite. So now he done took a bite off the donut. You buying this pink donut for this little boy. So daddy was frustrated. He let out this deep breath, deep sigh. He turned around. He looked at everybody in line. We looking like, really? Pink donut? That's what you mad about? And so he sat down and he enjoyed the little donut with him. And you know, a couple of days later, I see them again, and now the little boy got a donut full of sprinkles. It's that particular day, the boy just wanted a raspberry donut, sir. It had nothing to do with the color pink, but he felt so intimidated that his son wanted a pink donut. And I was like, what the fuck? So I'm feeling like I'm looking at this scene, I'm thinking that's what's finna go down with this this doll, because it's a Barbie. It's not like it's a G.I. Joe doll or nothing like that. It's like a Barbie doll. Rod and Darla didn't seem to have an issue with it, but I figured somebody in that restaurant, because they kept on telling Blue to sit down, because he kept on trying to play and bounce around, and he wouldn't sit down. He just, like a little kid, anxious, but sit your ass down. Sit down, Blue. Come on now. I done told you once, sit the fuck down. So he bounced around with this little doll on. Okay, but again, I'm so happy in this moment I was wrong, right? So what basically happened is like, Darla's like, sit down. Shit, you know. He like, Rod's like, he just playing. No, he not. He need to be able to mind in public. This is not how I want him to act. We out here having dinner. He needs to sit down. I'm with you, darling. Sit your ass down, Blue. I know you a cute little goober. I know you're a cute little boy and all, and we all love you on the show. But when I tell you to sit the fuck down, sit the fuck down. What the hell you bouncing up around on the seat, stand up on the seat, turn around, and then you got your dial backed on the back, bouncing up on the thing. I'm that motherfucker that be on the other side of that wall. Be like, why the fuck is this person kid over my damn head? That's me. That's the type of person I would be. On airplanes, I'd be like, sit your kid down. I'd be like, usually I just throw a couple looks at first, but after, if they keep on, be like, hey, can you get your kid? Like, really? So I totally agree with all of this, but, you know, so I see that they're already going to have an issue with how they want to approach raising Blue. They have two totally different approaches, and I don't know which way it doesn't work, because he didn't listen to them to sit down, because even Rod told him to sit down the first time. He still really didn't listen. But then he went on to explain, you know, I know this is different for you, this is different for us, you know, just go on, sit down for me right now. So he sat down then. So I was like, it wasn't about the damn down. Okay, so then they go to Charlie, and Charlie is at the crib calling her mom. I think she just needed ear. She needs somebody to talk to. But I thought her mama was dead already. I don't know why I thought her mama was dead. Anybody else think that too? I don't know, I just thought she was dead. They go back to the restaurant, and the waiter comes up and is like, hey, y'all good? Y'all want dessert? And Ron's like, nah, we good. And then Blue say something about him and his dad wanted a dessert. Look at my chicken wing. That's gonna be gone. It's solid right here. It's gonna be gone. But Blue was like, yeah, I want a dessert. And the dude is like, that's your dad, man? He's like, yeah. He say, you know what? You should really get a transformer. That's cool as hell. And the whole table went silent. I said, oh shit. That was the wrong thing to say, waiter boy. The wrong thing to say. Rod don't play about his motherfucking kids, right? Or son. And Rod looked at him. Sat up. He say, you gonna bring me 2 Sundays fully loaded. Everything y'all fucking got up in this bitch, throw it on top of that motherfucker. That's what you gonna bring me. For him and his dad. You feel me? Now, Robert Angel didn't curse not one bit. His tone wasn't aggressive. All he did was sit up straight and look the dude squarely in the eye. He talked in a real calm tone voice and said, you're going to bring us 2 Sundays with everything that y'all got in here. Put on it. You feel me? When he said, you feel me, that was it. That was the whole story right there. He ain't had to say nothing else. Dude got the hint. He scurried his little ass away. Breathing like, whoo, I didn't get my ass whooped today. I know that's what he was feeling like. I was like, look at, go ahead, Rod. Go on, but you're getting a little maturity on. You better go ahead on, boy. So, anywho, Charlie stops by Remy's house. And he like, what you doing here, girl? Dog, didn't I say this is over? It's over. And she's like, you know, I just had a rough day. He was like, you know what, I don't even have company on today. Today's the day my wife died. She's like, oh my God, I wasn't thinking. He let her in anyway, right? So she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. So now she's going through his house, looking at his belongings. Then we get to hear the story about his wife's death. We finally get to hear about that. And how she was a reservist. She was over in Afghanistan. And they rolled over IUD. And the rest is history, right? And he just, how he's feeling, how Remy is feeling, like really, go sit back down. Go sit back down. Sit down. Go now. Some kind of way, because, you know, it's 4 years from the date of his wife's death. While we getting this story, they panning back and forth to Vi. Vi standing down there on that dock, like this. Waiting to see if Wood gonna come off that bus, baby. Or another brother walk past. Little chocolate drop walk past with his full beard, and I'm like, no, that ain't Wood, that ain't Wood, that ain't Wood. It's almost like if you waiting on somebody to come pick you up, you're looking down the street, and you see the highlights. What was that? That was Chris Tucker said in his joke. And you're like, nah, that ain't Tony, that ain't Tony, that ain't Tony. You see some more headlights with one, you got the car with the one headlight on, you looking, like, oh, that ain't him, that ain't him. That's how Val was looking. Every time my brother stepped off that bus, she was looking like, nah, that ain't him, that ain't him, that ain't him. But she waiting, and she nervous, and I'm nervous. I'm like, nothing better not fucking happen to Wood. That's all I'm saying. Baby, when he stepped off that bus and they ran into each other's arms, I was like, oh, the joy. Oh, the motherfucking joy, the black love. That's how I was feeling right now. Whew. And so in this instance though, Remy admits to Charlie what I said in the last video. So if y'all didn't agree with me, Remy said it too. He was pushing her. He was trying to get what he was missing from his wife, and he pushed Charlie too fast, too soon. He wasn't time for him to try to be no damn relationship. Now her, when he still grieving his damn wife. Nova is holding her community rally. One of the little bros that was at the barbershop is on stage talking about the time he was incarcerated and he couldn't make bail, so he decided to stay in jail. And there's a lot of cats that's going through that. That was kind of similar to what I was talking about in yesterday's video. If you watched that, if you didn't watch season 2, episode 1's video that I did, go back and watch that shit. Right. So, but I had mentioned that how the system either fails to process you, they don't set your bail, or they're holding you, or you can't make bail. That's how a lot of these brothers are in jail. And one of the things I was going to talk about in PNTV is how Jay-Z was bailing out men for Father's Day. He's donating money to organizations that bail out men for Father's Day, and because he found out, I think they did a research on Rikers Island, and at least 80% of the men that's in Rikers Island is only there because they couldn't pay bail, and the bail was like hella cheap. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with this rally. So that's why she wants to do this community fund. And while she's down there, Micah shows up and he's listening to his aunt talk and everything. And Nova is giving this really heartfelt speech about the existence of black lives in relationship to the police, and their treatment and their thought process when it comes to us. So, but her speech sounded more like a rehearsed, slowed down poem to me. It was well thought out. I understood all her key points. It just sounds like that was a poem that somebody wrote, and for the purpose of this show, they dropped one and incorporated it into the script. But they wanted to make it sound more like a speech, so they kind of slowed it down, because even the way she was delivering it, it didn't come off as natural. Like when Nova speaks, she has a natural way of talking, and when she delivered that speech, not so much. But anywho, like I said, it did hit on some key points. So like I said, they go back to Remy. Was saying about the same thing, that he was too pushy as far as Charlie was concerned. I got some good insight, y'all. I got some good insight. So Rod he's in the car and he's calling the bank. What is with all these banks that they talk to at 11:30 that night? But he leaving the message, and he's saying that he got the information about the loan. He got approved. Yes, he did. Go ahead on. He got approved for the loan, but now he has to bring in a letter from his boss. I forgot that was one of the things that Remy said he needed to have, was a letter from his employer, which in this particular case, because he did the same thing with the probation officer, Charlie is his employer. Remember, he had to come up with 40 hours worth of wages in order for him to do this. Charlie's his employer. So I don't think that Charlie is going to give him this letter. She is so hell-bent on him not prospering on his own on this land, because she really wants to get rid of the land still. Well, she did. Not even trying to run a sugar mill, but she wants to run shit. She wants to tell Rob what to do. And he's trying to like make money off this soybean and get stuff done, and she done put a lock on the fucking money. So there's just more proof that she really don't want him to make his own move. So him getting this loan is a slap to her motherfucking face. It's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an issue. That's the end of the episode pretty much, y'all. Thank y'all for coming back and watching. Tell me what y'all think below. My main thought from this is that Micah is finna become Nova. I think his mind is finna go to a place that he's gonna be really hell-bent against the powers that be. And Charlie ain't gonna have that either. You can see that Nova is clearly very there for Micah, and I love that about her. And I didn't like Nova first season, but she's winning me over this season. I love her being in Micah's life in this manner to help guide him and walk him through, or just be there for him, just be there to hold him. And I think he really looks up to her, and especially watching her give that speech is very powerful for him. And then she ran off the stage to give him a hug to say that, I got you, baby, don't worry, I got you. And it was like all that he really needed, you know. Charlie thinks he's tough. He'll get through this, he'll push through. She's dealing with so much herself that she's not seeing the pain or understanding the pain that her son is going through. But Nova has dealt with kids like this before. Remember, what's his name, Sweets? She's dealt with people like this. She's worked in the community like this, so she understands what he's going through. She has a better understanding of what he's going through. But yeah, let me know what y'all think about that. What viewpoints do you have about this episode? Thank y'all for coming, watching the channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And check out some other videos around my channel. Alright, y'all? Peace.